Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to study Ch.1, Lesson 3, Domains and Kingdoms. No doubt that microscopes help to discover new organisms and identify differences among cells. Today, a three-domain system of classification is commonly used. The three domains are bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Within the domains are kingdoms. Organisms are placed into domains and kingdoms based on their cell type, their ability to make food, and the number of cells in their bodies. Let us talk now about the first domain bacteria. Although you may not know it, members of the domain bacteria are all around you. You can find them on the surfaces you touch and inside your body. Some bacteria are autotrophs, while others are heterotrophs. Members of the domain bacteria are called prokaryotes. Prokaryotes are unicellular organisms whose cells lack a nucleus. What do we mean by a nucleus? A nucleus is a dense area in a cell that contains nucleic acids, the chemical instructions that direct the cell's activities. In prokaryotes, nucleic acids are not contained within a nucleus. The second domain is domain archaea. Members of domain archaea can live in the most extreme environments, such as volcanic hot springs. It's hard to imagine that any living thing could exist in such harsh conditions. Like bacteria, archaea are unicellular prokaryotes. And like bacteria also, some archaea are autotrophs and others are heterotrophs. But since bacteria and archaea are similar, why scientists classify them in another group? Archaea are classified in their own domain because their chemical makeup differs from that of bacteria. Bacteria and archaea also differ in the structure of their cells. The third domain is domain eukarya. Organisms in this domain are eukaryotes, organisms with cells that contain nuclei. Scientists classify organisms in the domain eukarya into one of four kingdoms: protists, fungi, plants, or animals. The first kingdom of domain eukarya is protists. A protist is any eukaryotic organism that cannot be classified as a fungus, plant, or animal. Because its members are so different from one another, the protist kingdom is sometimes called the odds and ends kingdom. For example, some protists are autotrophs while others are heterotrophs. Most protists are unicellular, but some, such as seaweeds, are multicellular. The second kingdom of domain eukarya is fungi. By the way, it can be pronounced as fungi and fungi. If you have eaten mushrooms, then you have eaten fungi. Mushrooms, molds, and mildew are all fungi. The majority of fungi are multicellular eukaryotes. A few, such as the yeast used in baking, are unicellular eukaryotes. Fungi are found almost everywhere on land, but only a few live in fresh water. All fungi are heterotrophs. Most fungi feed by absorbing nutrients from dead or decaying organisms. The third kingdom of domain eukarya is plants. Plants are all multicellular eukaryotes and most live on land. Also, plants are autotrophs that make their own food. Plants provide food for most of the heterotrophs on land. The plant kingdom includes a great variety of organisms. Some plants produce flowers, while others do not. Some plants, such as giant redwood trees, can grow very tall. Others, like mosses, never grow taller than a few centimeters. The fourth kingdom of domain eukarya is animals. All animals are multicellular eukaryotes. In addition, all animals are heterotrophs. Animals have different adaptations that allow them to locate food, capture it, eat it, and digest it. Members of the animal kingdom live in diverse environments throughout Earth. Animals can be found from ocean depths to mountain tops, from hot deserts to cold icy landscapes. Now you know how our organism is classified into domains and kingdoms. I hope that you understand the lesson. See you soon inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.